Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Dark Souls. This is episode 4, and we're right back where we left off. And it looks like where we left off for at the end of episode 2, I believe. But instead of that, instead of going back outside and going out to fight the Taurus demon, which had the most epic death ever, even though it involved our death as well. By the way, that's the first death for this series, so I'll hopefully have made sure to edit in a death counter. Assuming that I can figure out how to do that using my current software. If I can't figure out how to do that, then I'll have to write it down. That's one death. Okay, you can see there's a tail up there, and that tail is going to serve some very useful purposes. Stab. Okay, so that is actually the tail of the dragon up on the bridge up there. So I need this guy to pull out of here. Come on. Come on. Oh, almost. Get off there. If only that had worked the first time, we wouldn't have taken all that damage. Imminent amazing weapon. And they're right. That is actually a really good thing. I should probably put that up, by the way. Let's see, items. Use it on like to rate a message. I would like to rate it up, because that's pretty boss. That was a... Okay, so remember that short bow we bought? Or at least the one I showed you that we bought? Well, now is when we're going to use it. Except using it's not going to work. We need to equip it. Okay, because this dragon's as kind of like Monster Hunter, which is one of the reasons why I'm playing this game. Dark Souls actually has a system where if you cut the boss's tail off, and this works in the case of most bosses, which is probably two-handed because I can't aim without it. You actually get... I like to move back just in case. This is going to take a little bit, so this is probably going to take the entire episode to do. It's well worth it, I think, because this weapon is amazing. And we're going to raise our bow back. Oh, still got him. Oh, I was hoping to get him there, too. If you got a long-reach weapon, then you can actually cut it off there, too, but... Not a big deal. This only takes like 30 hits, I think. Something like that. And so this bow is... the entire reason of that merchant there is to get the orange soapstone, and then this bow, which is bloody amazing. Well, this bow actually sucks balls, but using it will allow us to get a weapon that is amazing. I think we can use it with our current stats, too. The best thing about being down here is that the boss can't see us as we shoot at its tail. And I actually think this is the only way to take the tail out, is to shoot it from down here, just because where it lands and where the boss is sitting. Try to time it as where he will hit the thing still. And we'll hopefully be able to do a good job and get this. Now, what this is going to do is going to actually cause the dragon to drop the Drake Sword, which is a weapon that's strong enough to, assuming we can use it correctly, it's strong enough to last us basically until we get past Blighttown, which is where the second bell is. We might need to get something different, more powerful there. We'll probably be upgrading the Uchigatana, and so hopefully that will be a really good weapon for us when we get there. And I do like to walk back in here, even though it's really not necessary because the dragon can't see you. Just because I like to make sure that it doesn't do any damage. I don't think it can, but I like to be safe. And being that it's Dark Souls, being safe is probably the best way to do it. And so when we cut this thing out, as opposed to Monster Hunter, though, for those of you who haven't played Dark Souls before, or Demon Souls, I think this was like this in Demon Souls as well. I haven't played Demon Souls, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But you don't actually have to go out and carve the monster's tail to get the items from it, because it just automatically appears in your inventory, and it's a fully fledged weapon, which is pretty awesome. And I like how you can still see the arrows sticking in the tail. This weapon is really overpowered. It's got a really powerful ranged attack, actually. It's a sword. It is a sword, don't get me wrong. Okay, so it does appear we can actually sit here with no problems. It is a sword, so don't get me wrong. But it actually has is that a glitch in the texture quality? I can see through that texture there, I think. I'm pretty sure I can see through the texture there. It's kind of sad, actually. Then again, having made games before, I know you can't get all the glitches. Some of the texture qualities in this game I have, there's spots where we'll see it coming up in the Undead Parish once there's a shortcut back down to Firelink Shrine, which is actually, I'll show you a spot where I find the texture quality to be absolutely abysmal, but most of the game looks absolutely gorgeous, and will look even better when I get the new computer. Which, if I didn't already mention last episode, I'm recording this one as the same right after I recorded that one, and I will be getting the computer tomorrow, assuming that my parents haven't decided to spend the $600 that I spent on it. I spent towards it on college fund. That would make me very unhappy. Also, I'm not sure if this might give us some souls too, in addition to the Drake Sword. I don't remember. Because I know this won't kill the dragon, because it's got a ton of HP. And we just totally whiffed that shot. Great. Oh man, this is definitely a kind of boss I really enjoy. The boss you can cheese. And there's another enemy that will be coming up in a little bit. We'll probably go take it down early because it gives a lot of souls, and it's really simple to kill. We're gonna do basically the same thing we're doing here, except there's a spot where what it is, it's called like a guardian demon, or as it's known to everyone else, the Titanite demon. And what it does is it shoots a ranged lightning bolt at you, like a lightning attack that's actually fairly slow moving and easily dodged. But there's a spot you can stand where it's sitting that it can't come at you, can't move unless you get close, and it starts jumping at you. But if you get to a spot where you're far enough away that it can't jump at you, but at the same time you can stand behind this pillar, this fallen pillar, that actually lets you cheese it to where it doesn't take any damage. It doesn't take. It takes lots of damage. You don't take any damage, but it takes about 70 or 80 arrows to kill this thing. I might try to do fire bombs as well. That might help, since we didn't have to use them on that last boss, considering it killed itself. Seriously, best boss in existence. I'm never gonna be able to live up to that boss fight. That was ridiculous. We whiffed that arrow too. Look, we've only whiffed 3 arrows this time. There we go. Drake Sword. And just for those of you who are probably wondering, no, we actually cannot kill it off and get a second Drake Sword in case our first one breaks, even though I pretty much guarantee it won't break. Yes, we can. Oh, no, we can't. We can't. We're actually sitting at 2 strength too low to use the Drake Sword right now. Yeah, we're sitting at 2 strength too low to use it, which is kind of sad, because it is really powerful. It's got 200 attack, as you can tell. Much like it's actually better than our Great Demon's Hammer, and our Uchigatana is actually kind of weak compared to it, but it gets better, trust me, it gets really better, and it has 300 bleed on it, so it's just pretty amazing. But okay, so the Drake Sword, so we have enough, obviously enough dexterity, 16 strength, which is basically all you're ever going to need. 360 durability, crazy amounts of durability, and it does a ton, absolute ton of damage as well. It also has 100 crit, which is a really good thing, and basically it will basically be able to one-shot most enemies after this. Now up here, I'm actually going to go ahead and re-equip our Uchigatana. I want to make sure I can still roll effectively too. So, oh, let's dequip this. So, I do want to try to make sure. Okay, up here are some rats that we want to be able to kill, and if they poison us, there'll be serious problems. That's 2 of them. There's actually a 3rd. Rats are also the biggest drops of humanity in the game. Like, they have the highest drop rate. You can see that. Let's put a little meter there. I'm pretty sure I might have just stabbed this rat over to the side of the area. Yeah, that dropped humanity. Awesome. Here, yes, I get this. And then need head. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. Okay, now back to our left. Once we climb this, there'll be some stairs. We're going to avoid those. That's an enemy that my level 50 character cannot kill, and so I'm quite careful to avoid it. It's much like the Black Knight we encountered we could have encountered last episode. So we do want to avoid that, and I actually want to equip the bandit's knife. Okay, now you can see there's a boar thing up here. This thing is a pain in the butt. It's weak against fire, And we're going to get an item in a minute that's going to make it really easy to kill, and we're actually going to cause it to kill itself. We actually have black fire bombs left, so we can actually... There's a guy on our right here, too. I want him to kind of come... There is, in fact, a way to get up the stairs there before the boar attacks you. And this is one of those enemies that once you kill it, it will basically permanently go away. Ow. Backstab. So this boar will actually never come back again, which is kind of convenient. It's not what I meant to do, but hell, it works. That was a waste of a black firebomb. I actually meant to use the Estus Flask. Which we still have plenty of, by the way. And we actually have plenty of humanity as well, so... I'm going to try to sneak around here. I believe it starts stomping the ground when it's facing a charge. Now this boar can't actually get up here, which is kind of awesome. This guy here gives previously a free backstab. Okay, and you can see there's an item over there. That item is exactly what we're looking for. It's alluring skulls. Please let me stay on this thing. I don't want to fall off. Okay, cool. Now, we really need to kill that guy down there. But what we're gonna do is this actually these alluring skulls that I'll need to go into a fairly safe spot, which will be about right here, where there's nothing to shoot us. And then we're going to browse our items and we're going to equip. We're going to equip it. How? Apparently, can we get shot here? Just die. Just die. We don't want you. Okay. So we're gonna go down to our alluring skulls. We're going to throw them right there. And that will cause the pig to get interested, which will then cause it to walk into the fire and proceed to burn to death. Hopefully this will be enough that it will go up to it and it will walk permanently into the fire. As you can see, fire is its weakness. So I think we're going to use one of these on it as well. Oh god. Oh, it's dead. Cool. Let's go ahead and kill that guy normally. Okay, so you can see it just light it on fire. It's really simple. And so, now, normally we would want to go through this gate up here, but this gate is locked, so we're going to have to travel down this way. And down here is a rather unnice place. There's a lot of these little hollow fellows, and this guy, believe it or not, is the trap. See, right there, the guy with the sword. Which is probably too strong for him, too. And he actually will come up behind you and backstab you if you're not careful. We're not going to work on the backstabs here. We're just going to kill them. Actually, quite a few of them up here. And over here is a very important item, actually. Stab him to death with our knife. And that item, in fact, is the mystery key, which I do believe opens the basement. No, actually, that's opened something else. I actually have no idea what this key does. I'm pretty sure this opens the Undead Burg, the lower Undead Burg, which we'll be going to after we complete this dungeon here. Ow, that broke my guard. You get stabbed in the ass. Ass stabbing. It's not backstabbing anymore, it's ass stabbing. End of story. That is now a thing. much like Computer Hammer. Did I miss a... I think I might have missed something. Thought I saw an item. Ah, yes, there is one right here. So let's try to get it. Doesn't seem like it's too hard to get. Oh, it's a large lost soul of an undead. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Walk very slowly and carefully back. And back on the rafter. Okay. So we should be getting pretty close to another bonfire, which is going to have the blacksmith. Now this is going to have to traverse the white light and move into this new area. Normally this means there's a boss, but in this case it does not. You'll notice we're above the area we were down there before, and where the pig used to be. So now there's two things we want to do here. This over here on this side, there's a new shield that may not be best for us because it's not a kind of a light shield. It's fairly heavy. But there's this guy. Now this guy is really strong. Now if we can sneak up behind him, which we should be able to do, and we can backstab him and kill him in one hit, and then proceed to get the knight shield. Now you can see up there, you can kind of see the other guy. You can see one of them. You can kind of see there's two guys up there. One of them is a spear guy. The other one's another one of these guys, and they are not fun to fight. Now, my warrior, when he was here, actually killed them in 2 hits. But the problem is we're not a warrior, and we also are not. We also can't one-shot these skeletons like he could. So that does imply a quite significant problem. So actually, this guy normally. So what we have to do instead is attempt to fight them via backstabbing. Now the problem is the one up here is actually not an easy fight, mainly because he is blocking the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna avoid him. He's strong, but if we can get down to the bonfire, we'll be okay. Oh wow! Well, there's 2 deaths. I did not expect to get pincered by those guys, or to die in 1 hit. So yeah, that sucks. Ouch. Okay, well we're back here. We'll have to make our way through that again. So actually, I think I'll cut the episode here, and since we ended up getting the Great Sword anyway, and I'll go ahead and get us back to the stuff and get us to that next bonfire. So basically, the bonfire was just on the right. We take a right there, head down some stairs, and I'll introduce the blacksmith in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, if you could like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you once again for watching. It really means a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Graveon, signing out.